What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, I've recently been slowly getting back into Battlefield 2042. It's not really the most fantastic Battlefield game out there, but have the developers improved upon the experience? Yeah, it has gotten a lot better compared to, what it was day one. But for those Battlefield fans out there, especially for Battlefield 2042 fans, who are looking for a little bit more content, I think you guys are going to be really excited to hear that basically for the rest of December, going into January as well, we're going to be absolutely packed when it comes to things to do in this game. As you can see right here, DICE put out an official roadmap for the Battle of Nordvik. Basically, it's going to be an event that's going on from December 20th all the way up to January 10th, and every single week is going to come with brand new content. And as you can see right here, it's a little overview. It's going to be 3 different modes, a bunch of different exclusive skins, and also, of course, as to be expected, it's going to be new stuff in the store. But realistically, I'm not really mad about the stuff in the store because EA, surprisingly in my personal opinion, has been treating this game cosmetically and also, just microtransaction-wise, pretty fairly, in my personal opinion. But before we go ahead and dive a little bit deeper into that topic, let's discuss all of the details within this event specifically. As you can see right here, from December 20th through the 26th, it's going to be the Assault on Nordvik. Basically, it's going to be Conquest Assault, 32 versus 32, with absolutely no air vehicles. And as you can see on the other side, missions and exclusive rewards, which, is all good for me, you're going to be able to get the skin called Death, Raider, and also a sidearm skin called Revelation. Now, again, this is fantastic. All of these things are free skins. All you have to do is just simply log into the game and play. So that's, a 2 thumbs up in my book. Next up, from December 27th all the way until January 2nd is the Defense of Nordvik. Basically, they're going to be adding in Retribution, Attack, Defend, Rush for the Win, 16 versus 16, and asymmetrical vehicles. Honestly, I don't really know what that means. Is that just means like, it's going to be air and ground vehicle? I don't know. Leave it down in the comment section if you know specifically what that means. But the rewards, in my opinion, just get better and better. The first event is all right. The rewards are decent, but these rewards are 10 trillion times better. The Marauder, Overseer, and also Bastion. I gotta say, I am a big fan of all of them across the board. And once again, like I said before, they are absolutely free. All it requires is you to log into the game, give a little playtime. And last but not least, something that I personally am extremely excited for, the Liberation of Nordvik, going from January 3rd all the way up till the 10th, and is bringing in breakthrough chaos. Prepare for faster, harder version. And yes, basically, it's just, going back to 64 versus 64 breakthrough. If you don't remember, they took this out a while ago. They reverted back to 32 versus 32. A lot of people prefer that, but for me personally, in Conquest, I prefer 128. In Breakthrough, I prefer 128. I just love the hectic gameplay. My main problem was the map designs. They sucked in the beginning. The player count just simply didn't match. But nowadays, it's way better. And I think on the brand new map that they just put out with this season, having 64 for 64 breakthrough is going to just be out of this world. And then, of course, more free skins, Watchman, Thermobaric, and one that I personally really like, Hellfire. Now, again, this rotation is really solid. But not only are they going to just be bringing in a bunch of brand new modes to make the interactions between the community a little bit more interesting, but these free skins don't just end here. There's going to be 27 cosmetics coming within this event, and 15 of those are going to be free. So all of the skins I just showed you is not going to be it when it comes to the free content that we're going to be getting for just simply playing this update. Like I said, if you're a Battlefield fan, this month and next month are going to be huge. And don't forget, there's going to be another classic map rework coming back in January. So it's going to be more content coming next month as well. Like I said, I think a lot of Battlefield fans are going to be having a pretty darn good time. I just really hope that this event feels like an event. I don't want it to just be the new DLC map with, a bunch of new modes. I wouldn't really consider that event. I hope that they bring some life to this thing. After having games like Battlefield 1, where they had those amazing operations that basically told a story, it always goes back to PvP. When you play Battlefield, you hop in for some casual PvP. And you want to play with a tank, you want to play in the air, if you want to play as a medic, if you want to play as an assault player, if you just want to go for frags, it doesn't matter. You go for casually PvP, but at the end of the day, that backstory just added so much more immersion to the overall Battlefield atmosphere. And Battlefield is already a game that, really focuses on atmosphere. Not really with Battlefield 2042. It lacked heavily in that department this time around. But typically, Battlefield is good with atmosphere. But those operations in Battlefield 1 took that game to a whole different level. If they could bring something like that into Battlefield 2042, like I said, in a game that, like I said, it has gotten better. But compared to previous titles, the atmosphere of this game isn't the most outstanding. It's, like I said, improving, but compared to Battlefield 1, pretty far off. But having something like an event where it really builds up a story, builds up tension, puts you on either the defensive team, the attacking team, builds up some backstory to what you're going into, and then puts you into the fight, that would be epic. Even change up the actual theme of the map, in the trailer that they showcased for this event. It's basically pretty much nighttime, pitch black, night vision goggles. That's pretty much the theme of this overall event. What if that actually came to life? Now, I don't know about thermal, because in Battlefield, thermal can get a little cheesy here and there. But just changing the atmosphere of just day to night cycles, or have planned weather events when it comes to this specific game mood, instead of how it is in every other game of Battlefield 2042 that you play in Conquest or Breakthrough, where the weather just, randomly cycles through. Sometimes the tornado will come through, sometimes, it won't, sometimes it will be at the main objective, sometimes it'll just literally skim the outskirts and be nowhere near the action. Like I said, it's random in other Battlefield events, but in this event, this specific event, you could make it literally scripted. I don't care if you want a tornado to come through the main source of combat every single time to add to the atmosphere of the story you're trying to tell with this event, then do so. Do so. Anything to build tension would really add value and even replayability to everything that you're trying to add into the game here. At the end of the day, I'm not going to be too picky. There's going to be a bunch of new game modes, a bunch of new content, and new things to do all across the board, all throughout December and in January. And then, of course, you can't forget about Season 4, Season 5. I gotta say, the game, strange enough, is getting better and better within every single update. And I gotta say, I really do respect the route that EA is taking when it comes to the microtransaction system within this game. I have to say it. I really do have to say it, because every other game has been scheming for every single penny out of your pocket. Look at Call of Duty. Their main goal is to just sell you stuff. They don't want to sell you this. They want to sell you that, whether it's an overpowered blueprint or, a fancy skin in the store. It doesn't matter. They want money out of your pocket. Battlefield 2042, they really have not encouraged me to do anything. If I want to, then I will. But they're not really sitting here with a big sign in front of my face saying, here, buy this now, look at this is fancy, look how shiny, yo, get this, buy this, they're not doing that. And I really do appreciate it. And I think it's encouraging a lot of individuals out there to purchase stuff in their store because they don't feel obligated to do it in the first place. And that's, that's the trick. That's how you get people to purchase more stuff at your store, by making sure you don't make it seem like you are scheming them for all of their money. You have to build relationships with your community. They will support you as long as you treat them like civil human beings. And that's what they're doing in this game. I got the premium edition of Battlefield 2042. I have not had to purchase a singular battle pass, not even one time. Every season is completely free for premium users. So all the battle pass content has been free. I haven't had to pay a dime to buy into the battle pass. Pretty much all the content they add into the game, like I said, this isn't the first event. There have been multiple different events where they're adding in a bunch of brand new free content that looks good. All of this stuff they're adding into the game is not bad content. It looks great. It's well designed, well put together. They're not giving us the cheapest of the cheap loot, which is what I usually expect from these companies, to give us the free stuff that's going to be ass, and then the best stuff goes in the store. But like I said, they've been actually pretty lenient with us. And also, on top of that, they give us constant challenges to grind through the battle pass as fast as possible. And the challenges never go away. So if you don't complete a challenge, you don't have to worry about them recycling and vanishing. No, they will just save. They will literally save, and new challenges will come up, and you can have more done. It's such a consumer-friendly model that I wish other games would take from the system. But sadly, Battlefield 2042 isn't popular enough to take from the system. I'm really hoping they transfer this over to the next game, and EA doesn't look at this and say, oh, Battlefield 2042 really flopped after launch. It was probably because of the microtransactions. I hope they don't see that, and they see that it was because the game launched so poorly and it just wasn't Battlefield. I hope they understand that that's why the numbers showed what they showed, because this system right here will be perfect to implement further into the future of this franchise, as long as they can fix the content problem, because I'm getting tired of Battlefield giving me one map every single, 4 or 5 months. At that rate, you lose all of your player base. They have to pick that up. And if they do, they're going to be in a really good spot. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like button. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new to other content, if you subscribe, hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's do so. I have a Twitter and Discord, put the link down in the description. And also want to catch me live streams of video games over on Twitch. There's in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.